These are my Triple Crown blackberry plants. First year I actually figured out what I was doing with them, and they're growing pretty good. I tipped them way too late, just because I didn't know. Right there is where I cut the tip off of that cane, and it's sent out laterals. Heck, this lateral's probably getting close to 18 inches, maybe. Maybe I should tip that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how late you want to tip them. It's August, so I'm assuming they'd have time to lateral out again if I tipped them. That plant did really well, and that plant right there did really well as far as putting out canes. This is the first year I figured out my fertilization and gave them plenty of water, even though I read somewhere that they don't like a lot of water. Mine sure do. It rained over an inch today, and they do fine. I don't ever see them having problems as far as water goes. But like I said, these are my Triple Crowns. They'll fruit. They fruited this year, but I had maybe, I don't know, 4 canes total because I didn't know what I was doing. Now that I know what I'm doing, they're starting to look a lot better. I did tip some of the laterals. You can see that one's tipped. The main cane is down here, and it actually got broke off and started growing laterals. I do have a trellis set up. I could probably raise that, bring it up higher, but in fact I think I'll probably do that. It's awful low. It's only, what is my they're actually, these two wires are actually probably only 10 inches apart in height, and these are probably 1, 2, maybe 2.5 feet off the ground. So I don't think that's high enough. I need to bring them up, and I think I'll do that. But I liked what few blackberries I got to eat. This coming up spring should be a lot better. So I decided I'm putting another patch of them in. I think I'm gonna grow Ponca and Natchez. Probably 3 Natchez and 2 Poncas, and see how they do. I heard the Poncas are really, really sweet. So I look forward to that. It'll give us something else to eat. And I've got tomato plants growing out the wazoo. I usually don't show my plants. They're getting old now. Like I said, it's, what is it today? The 13th of August, 2024. You can see it's a jungle out here. Those are all my cherry plants, the cherry tomato plants, the real tall ones there. And I'm growing okra. I grow okra every year. We love fried okra, and I pickle some of it. And I just started a bed of green beans And yes, I plant them that close together, and this whole bed will fill up with green beans. I've never grown them in the fall before, so this is new for me to try. The little PVC pipes, I've got a video on those. I made those because in the springtime, when my plants first come out of the ground, roly-polies or pill bugs, whatever you like to call them, I think that's the culprit anyway, tends to eat my plants and chews them off to nothing. And to keep that from happening, I came up with this solution, and it's worked fantastic. I don't have any problems anymore. So I thought I'd put them all on for a fall planting also, but there's no pill bugs, no roly-polies in this bed whatsoever. I don't mulch these. The reason I don't mulch them is they're going to grow in so thick they're going to provide shade, and I'm not going to get any weeds anyway. I'll get a few, but not enough to make a difference. Let's see. What else? I mainly wanted to talk about blackberries. I just got this bed ready. I tilled it. I've got clay soil here in Kansas, so I added quite a bit of peat moss, and I put sulfur in it because my pH, I had it tested years ago when I first put in my ground garden, and my pH was 7.3, so it was really high. So I put sulfur in this soil, and I'll have it tested before I plant the plants I'm gonna buy this spring. I don't know what else. Cherry tomatoes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Do I have cherry tomatoes? They're literally everywhere. We don't eat near enough cherry tomatoes, and I plant way too many. But they're delicious. And unfortunately, when it rains an inch, the big ones split. These are cherry bomb. And they usually don't split unless it rains a lot. My favorite cherry tomato that I've ever eaten, Johnny's Seeds. Someone that works at Johnny's Seeds actually developed these a few years ago, and they're fantastic. They're sweet. They have a tomato taste. And I've got I forget what these are. They're either Sun Gold, Sun Sugar. They're Sun Sugar. Bugs. Middle of summer, you know, bugs on everything. I don't even know what that is. A gnat. But yeah, I grow way too many tomatoes. I'm growing rattlesnake pole beans. I'm not impressed. They put off some. This is a pretty shady area, so I thought I would put some over here in a sunny area. And compared to I probably didn't say what these are. These are Contender green beans. Contender green beans here in Kansas produce prolifically. I mean, they put off so many. We've still got them in the refrigerator, and I already yanked all the plants. Yeah, compared to these rattlesnake pole beans, there's no comparison. These rattlesnake pole beans don't hardly put anything off compared to the green beans we got from the Contenders. I do have shade cloth on them. We've actually got a heat warning here tomorrow. It's supposed to be heat index of 108. So I figured they're pretty young plants. I'll throw I don't know what it is, 40% shade cloth over them just to give them some afternoon shade. It's pretty warm out here right now. But anyway, I just wanted to make a little video, document. For one, for myself, I look back at these videos and see what I did and see what I planted and see how things are growing. And man, these things really took off compared to, I've had these 3 years. I think this is the 3rd year. And for the first 2 years, I just thought that blackberries would grow, I guess. I don't know. I never fertilized them. I didn't really give them any water. And then I started watching some videos on them this year, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to get out there and fertilize those things. So I fertilized them, and they sprang to life. Fertilized them, gave them water. Been giving them water all summer. Every couple of days I give them water, and they seem to love it. So anyway, that's my garden update video, August 2024.